Happy Sunday. These are just things. Let me get my other setup here. These are just things that husbands do. What are some things that husbands do? I've been married for 23 years, so wife is on a girls' trip. What are some things that hubbies do when wife is on the girls' trip? She's on a girls' trip celebrating a girl's 50th B day there in Napa, California. So they're having an awesome time. She's hitting me up with all the galleries and things they're not gallery, but the wineries that they're going to. Pretty nice place. She definitely said that we need to visit for sure. So we're gonna make sure that we go and visit. But just wanted to see what are some things that you guys do for, what are some things that you guys do, married, girlfriend, boyfriend, whatever. What are some things that you all do when you all are just out there and the wife is on the girls trip, so she's on the girls trip. And my oldest, I went up this past weekend. He had a spring game. He played football for college in Kentucky. So me and my youngest, we did a road trip. Went up there, did a wellness check on him, grades, and it's just caught up on school life and everything else in between. So everything's good. Oldest boy doing good. He's back on the football field. He had a red shirt freshman year last year, so he just stayed off, got bigger, faster, stronger, and now, he's ready to play. So they had a spring game. He did good, looked good as well. Came back. My youngest boy, he went to a basketball game with his summer league coach. So right now, I'm here at the house. One kid's in college and one kid's at playing basketball, and wife is on a girls trip in Cali. So wife and I, we've been married 23 years. So what do the husband do? What the hubby do when the wife is on a girls trip? So at this moment, I'm cleaning. Fellas, what y'all think? Y'all think it's important for your lady, for your girl, for your woman to come back to a clean house? So right now, I'm cleaning. Now I have some other ideas as things I was gonna do. I'm gonna move my camera as I'm mopping too, so I can kind of read if there's any comments. Make sure y'all like and subscribe to the channel. So my wife and I, we've been going and looking for furniture for the past 18 months. We've been going looking for bedroom furniture, living room furniture. We've been going looking for all that stuff. So, but she won't buy it. She will not buy it. So we've been to the same place at least 5 times. We went to Heritage. They got some stuff at Sprints that she really liked. But let me tell you, she will not get it. And every time we go there, it's like she asks me the same question. Hey, you like this? It's the same question. Hey, babe, I like it. I love it. I love it. Absolutely love it. So she won't get it. And bedroom furniture as well. So me, it don't take me long. I can go in the store. Hey, what's going on? I can go into the furniture store, walk through, skim, and if I see it and I like it, I like it. I don't sit there and look at it. I look at the price, move on. So my deal is I can get all this done in while she was on her girls trip. It was about 5 day girls trip. Her and her girl, shout out to a girl, Delicia. She's celebrating her 50th birthday out there. So they out there, they in Napa Valley, California, hitting all the wineries up. She's calling me from all the wineries. Hey, babe, we got to come back out here. We got to come back out here. So plan is for us to come back out, go back out there. Sounds like she's having a great time and she's enjoying the wine. But my plan was, I put it out there on one of my other social media outlets. Y'all tell me, is this a genius move or crazy work? While she's out of town, I could sell the living room furniture, the bedroom furniture, come back to an empty bedroom and a living room, and I go buy the furniture that I've said and she said that she's like 30 times. Well, for the last 18 months, last 18 months. I just go in there and I come back and put the living room furniture over there, bedroom furniture in there, boom, and we good. Crazy work or genius work? What y'all think? So a bulk of my people that was on my other social media outlet, there's a lot of women that chimed in. Yeah, yeah, for sure. Go ahead. We want you to go ahead and do that. But she said, we want to see what the response is going to be. I'm going to keep moving my camera as I'm going. So crazy work. So she said, they want to see what the response is going to be. So let me get, so wife and I, we've been married for 23 years. So, the idea was for me to go and do it and get it done pretty quickly. So she don't process like that. Her mind does not work like that where she can do it, fairly quickly. She likes to be able to process it. And right now, quite frankly, her process piece is it takes too long. So I was advised not to do that, so I didn't do that. So instead, what I'm doing is I'm cleaning, you know, as the husband of and at the house, that's what I'm doing. I'm cleaning. Oh, I'm cleaning too. So don't get it twisted. So you see, I got my everybody knows like Lysol spray. We just whatever. But I got my, clean my countertops. My Lysol kills 99%. This is what I got in my mop water. Uh, we've already dusted a little bit. Got some glass cleaner and disinfectant wipes as well. So I'm cleaning instead of going out and doing that crazy work. So what y'all think? Y'all think that's the right idea? So that's the right idea to do that versus I was advised to say, hey, I was advised, yeah, I'm dad gang, represent my dad gang. Hat. So yeah, I was advised not to go out and do those. Well, I'm mopping the floor. So why are you mopping the floor? Are you living yourself? Yeah, yeah, I'm living myself. I'm living a good life, having a good time. I went and saw my son play at the spring game. He plays college football, so he had a spring game on Saturday. So right now, what I'm doing, I'm just cleaning. These are things that real domestic husbands, they really do. When wife is out of town, I want her to come back to a clean house. So what am I doing right now? I'm mopping the floors. Normally, I kind of go at it throughout the entire weekend. I know if she's coming back on Monday, I'll start my cleaning up, around Saturday. You know, Sunday, all I'm doing is kind of going through and mopping and dusting and doing things like that. And she comes back to a clean house. But I got a 15-year-old here too, so he don't. We got to show him how to how to clean. So let me tell you, I did make a quick decision on something as well, and it worked out. So our cabinets, as you can see, the cabinets are gray, right? Cabinets are gray. So our cabinets were a brown wood color, probably about 5 weeks ago. They were brown. Well, no, they were kind of the color of the table there. That's what they were. They were that color. Okay. So what I did, I decided, hey, I've already vetted this guy. Matter of fact, I vetted two guys to come in. Hey, I want to say what it costs to come in, paint my cabinets, paint them right, make sure you go through. I want to sand them down, sand them, do the degreaser piece, go in and put it back on there. So she did not, she got down with it because we had to paint deals here where she could pick the paint color. So it was moving too fast. Yeah, yeah, she was moving too fast. It was moving too fast for her to make a decision on it. So with her moving, it was moving too fast for her to make a decision on it, the color, because she's just like that. I put the colors in there. It's like I knew we wanted to go with a gray, kind of match some of the floors and all that stuff. The floors got some. Oops, sorry. Floors got some gray in it right there. So, oh, that's swung. I didn't mean for that to swing here. Let me tighten that up so it doesn't swing there. Okay. We don't want that to happen. So again, these cabinets that you see, they were brown. They're now gray, and we changed the hardware out on them as well. So I wish I could show you a before, but we changed the hardware out. We painted those cabinets as well. as you can see, you know, compared to what it was, I think it was did good. What y'all think? So she had to yeah, I try to be energetic. Well, I don't try to be. That's just kind of my nature here. I'm I like positivity and all that good stuff. So that's what I'm going to continue, being. This is just a channel here where my wife and I, we just have a authentic channel where we just being ourselves and we just try to help people. Oh, thank you, Reps. We just try to help people who can, with our advice. So what am I doing? I'm mopping. Uh, Hold on, let me advertise my products. Maybe somebody will call and say, hey, we want you to advertise. So I just got my Lysol out, just kind of spray different areas or what have you. I've been doing, this is what I'm using on the countertop. So spray all the countertops off. And uh, this is what I'm mopping with, hot water. And I have that in there as well. So I like to have a little smell while I'm cleaning as well. Also got some glass cleaner. It's cleaning some of the glass on our furniture that's in the living room. Cleaning it. And my lemony dusty spray as well. And got some disinfectant wipes as well. So that's kind of what I'm on today. And so these are things that husbands do. Yeah, we golf as well. We do all those things as well. I got some golf that's coming up. Good Friday. I got a golf trip coming up. Matter of fact, it's coming up. Not just coming up weekend, but the following weekend. So I'm going on a golf trip. So what I'm doing is I'm cleaning, I'm dusting, you know, our home, kind of everybody like a clean home. I want her to come home to a clean home because she's been in Napa, California since last Thursday. She'll be back home pretty much tomorrow night around 9ish. It's about 7 or 8 of them out there. They're having a good time. So, she comes back to a clean home. I think that's, those are some things. Now, this is just a husband of 23 years talking, and it doesn't hurt that I like to have a clean home myself as well. I know, look, it seems like I'm mopping in the same place, but uh, I'm moving around that y'all kind of see what I'm doing here. So, these are things here. Yeah, y'all kind of getting to see a little bit of the house. We're in the midst of trying to do some makeover. We've been in this home for about, we've been here for about 15 years. So kids grew up in this house. So, this is kind of where we live at. And, we're doing some little odds and ends and get some new things done around here. But these are things that I'm doing. So, again, I explained earlier things that husbands do. So I got the cabinets and we kind of flipped the cabinets within a matter of a week. That was a process because she didn't move fairly quickly on that. But what I was going to do, oh yeah, I hope she will a little bit. I hope so. Come home to a clean house, yeah. So I don't know if y'all heard the story at first, but what I was going to do, I was trying to get her to connect while she was in Napa, but they were getting a bad connection uh, while they were out there because they're on the train. This is kind of their final day. They're on the train ride now. So she's been uh, taking videos and all that. So I'm sure we will have a very good um, videos of her time there. She even told me she went walking in the city and did not go to one of the wineries because she wanted to walk through the city and get some videos. I said, "Oh, okay, all right." So we have some good stuff going on there. Uh, so, but yeah, so we just have a good time. Hey, for y'all that's out there, look, we got big hats and cigars. When I say we, my fraternity that I'm part of, our chapter, we do a lot of fundraising for the community, do a lot of things in the community as well. This community cleanups or, helping people through the tornado storms, helping people through whatever. But one of our fundraisers is coming up and we do it on Derby Day. So it's our annual big hats and cigar Derby Day party. So we have a really good Derby Day party, and just things that husbands do while they're on. So we have the Derby Day party in Nashville, Saturday, May 3rd. It's a day party, 2 p.m. to 7 p.m. And we have a good time out there. We have premium cigars that'll be out there, mint juleps will be flowing, couple of bars, couple of bartenders as well. It's a day party. It's going to be a grown event, grown and sexy event. So that's the type of event it's going to be. Um, but as y'all can see, I'm just cleaning and mopping. So y'all don't pay any attention. I got my plants are over there. I put them all by the sunlight over there. You can probably see some of them. So our plants that we have, they have a story to them all. All of these plants that you see, these are plants that we got from funerals. Unfortunately, it's been, my wife's family. So I think this one came from her sister's uh, funeral, and the others were like came from her mom's and her dad's funeral as well. So those are some things that we keep those. So we try to keep those as lively as we can. But I appreciate y'all following me and jumping on. Uh, but what are some things that? Yeah, what do y'all think? What are some things that qualify a man as marriage material? I want to know what are some things y'all think qualify. What do y'all think? For the ladies that's out there that's listening, what kind of things do you all look for, or you're looking for in your male or in a male in a man? If you find your significant other, what have you? What are some things that you're looking for? I think you got to get a man that it's definitely it's the small things that make a difference. Yeah, I agree. I agree. I think you got to make sure you got a guy that's emotionally intelligent or emotionally mature. Mature. You know, able to listen. Whether it's some criticism or conflict. You're able to listen to understand versus kind of listening to respond. So not being able to articulate kind of through those moments versus blowing up on it. You know, I think those are some key things there. And yeah, and not let your ego get in the way as well. I think those are some good things that you can do. You know, you want a guy who's got some vision. Who's stable as well. That's not necessarily meaning a guy that's rich. That a guy that know how to handle his finances and um, push in the right direction. That's what that means. So, but yeah, those are some things that I think that are good. Definitely small things. So, guys, so look, I'm on here. My wife is in a, she's on a trip. I was trying to invite her. Let me see if I can get her. She was having trouble connecting because they're on the countryside while they're there. Honestly and equally yoked. Yeah, yeah, definitely honestly and equally yoked as well. You definitely want that also. But I just think you want a kind person as well. Definitely want a kind person. That's going to help and go a long way. You know. Then sometimes, yes, emotional intelligence. Yeah, I think you have to be emotionally intelligent. You definitely have to. I used to have the yellow bucket with all the stuff in it. I used to have the yellow bucket. That's how I used to, but now, just use this. It's easier to mop with here. Uh, and I like it. It's easy to maneuver it around. Yeah. I use this more than anybody in the house. You know. I guess I'm more of the cleaner as well. Yeah, yeah. Equally yoked for sure. For sure, equally yoked. For sure. Definitely. Definitely. Hold on here. Her other friend is very vibrant. So the friend that she's on the trip with, she's very vibrant. So if she could jump on and she could be there, she will. But they're on the countryside on a train ride. So she's been calling me from and sending me pictures from everywhere. With her and the crew just having a good time. So when she's having a good time, just I'm having a good time too. So, but this is kind of how I relax though. I relax if I'm cleaning. I'm in a clean home. I know she's gonna come back to a clean home, and it's clean for me. Also, no, not only that, I like the fact that I can also go outside and do that. I can go outside. Come on, everyone, let's make lights. Yeah, yeah, that's right. Make lights. That's right. Give us 100%. Ref, you've been supporting me since day one, girl. Hey, shout out to you. Shout out to you. You always jump on, and I appreciate it. We've wife and I, we've been lifing lately, so we just kind of been lifing and doing things. So our son they playing basketball. They finished the school basketball season up. They won a state championship, and we haven't been on. We just had some things that's been happening. So everything is good, and we're getting back to it. We are getting back to it, and as you can see, I'm telling y'all things that I do or we do. Well, take care, Mr. B. Gotta go. Okay, start meal prepping for the. What you meal prep with? What's your? I'm gonna the meal preps that we have. We use those factor meals. Well, I can say it's kind of expensive, but they're pretty good. I haven't had a bad factor meal yet. Now I hadn't had one. They all been pretty good. I can't say that I've had a bad one. So when you meal prep, what are you cooking? Are you like using rice and is chicken your base, or do you switch it up and you have different meats? So how do you do that? So this is what I'm doing, y'all. I'm cleaning. Um, what things that husbands do while their wife is on a girl's trip. These are some things that you do. This is kind of one of the things that I do um, here. Myself. So I was hoping that they could join on. We tried to join on. They jumped on before we can get on here, but their service just wasn't good because they were on the backside. So they jumped on and we were talking and it was just kind of going in and out. So thought that would have been great if I could have, because they have been a lively group. They've been calling me when they're their liveliest. So they've had a great time down in Napa, enjoying the wineries and everything. So right there, y'all, I'm just going to kind of let that do its thing there. And then that's what we're going to do. Y'all like and subscribe to the channel here. Again, Maurice Vanderbilt, we at Vanderbilt Chronicles. My wife and I, we're a couple married 23 years. And we just get on and we just be as authentic as we can about different things and, life and what have you. And we just kind of talk here. That's it. Um, she's in Napa Valley, California. They're doing her girl, they're celebrating their 50th. This is every year. Everybody turns 50, so they're celebrating different celebrations. And one of the celebrations were, hey, she went to Napa Valley, so she went to Napa Valley and left me here. So it's all good. But when she left me here, what I was going to do, I was going to buy new bedroom furniture and living room furniture that we go to a furniture store in town and you're making salmon, rice, and broccoli this time. Oh, that sounds good. Are you able to eat that all week? You do that all week, or you just kind of switch it up halfway through the week? I know that rice and broccoli, I can eat that every day. Rice and broccoli for sure. But that sounds pretty good. Yeah, yeah. No, I must say I'm not a big fan of like meals, like ordered meals coming in like that. I'd rather do my own meal prepping like you're doing, cook it and have it for the week. But I must say the factor meals, I have not had a bad one. I got grilled chicken with smoked Gouda cheese. The green beans are good. Um, honey glazed lemon salmon. Oh, that sounds good. That sounds good. how do you do you cook your salmon till it's right there pink, or do you cook it where it's like well done? Do you like well done? How do you cook yours? I'm more of a well done. When I say well done, I like for it to still be moist, but you know, but that's it. But yeah, I appreciate everybody jumping on, having a good time with me. Oh yeah, well done. Yep, that's the best way to do it. Yep, I had some lemon juice, some butter on top of it as well. Yeah, I do a very great crunchy outside. Yeah, I put mine on the grill. Like anytime, like grilled salmon. Oh man, we 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 can eat that definitely all week. We just, nice and smoke. And I ain't talking about on the gas grill. I'm talking about put some charcoals on the grill and we smoking it. It don't take long either. It don't take long with salmon. Salmon and chicken cook pretty fast. It's just when you start cooking that beef and you know things of that nature, where you gotta make sure you're cooking it slow and it's not, you're not overcooking it where you're gonna dry it out. Your burgers too, we cook the hot dogs, burnt hot dog. Well, not hot dog, but smoked sausage. Some people like them a little burnt. Some people like them just kind of regular. I can cook them either way. Pretty good on the grill. All right, pretty good on the grill. Pretty good in the kitchen too. So, but yeah, y'all. So what I was going to do again, my wife is in Napa Valley, California. She's on a girls trip. I was just going to go and flip the bedroom out, flip the living room out with furniture that we have gone to the furniture store over the last 18 months. And I've said yes to 5 times. I'm not exaggerating, 5 times. But she still just won't get it or won't pick it up. So I want to know, is this crazy work or is this genius work for me to sell the bedroom furniture, sell the living room furniture, and just go and purchase the furniture? And, it would not have been back in the house by the time she got back because, she was on a 4 or 5 day trip. But I could have went and purchased it and I could have sold the furniture definitely during the time that she was gone. So, uh, yeah, real deal grill for sure. So that's what I was gonna do, but I put it on my Facebook and my Instagram, and people said, "No, dude, you are crazy. Don't do that. That's not gonna work out." Some of my friends, my guy friends, like, "Yeah, yeah, go ahead and do that. I want to see. I want to wait to see what her response is." So I didn't think that she was gonna be tuning in into my social media while she was out there, but she tuned in. She's like, "No, sir, that would not be a good idea." So what did I do? I said, "Okay, I won't do that." Somebody even asked me, "Hey, you got to do yard work?" I cut the grass earlier in the week, like Thursday. Sometimes I have to cut twice a week because it grows. It's pretty green and the plush too. Ain't no weeds in it. We got real grass out here. So, um, that's kind of who we are and what we do. But I'm just watching the Masters right now. So right now, watching the Masters, and we just kind of just been cleaning up a little bit. That's it. We're just at the house chilling, and I'm just at the house chilling, and that's all I can do. You know. Yeah, y'all like and subscribe to the channel. So yeah, I just been in. Like I said, I'm in. Somebody asked me, "Hey, have you done your yard work?" Things and that. It's like, yeah, I've already done my yard work. I, you know, I cut my grass here. Let's see what it looked like here in Tennessee. Hold on. See, I cut my grass. See, somebody asked me if I had grass to cut. I don't have any grass to cut. None whatsoever. I don't have any grass to cut. My grass is cut pretty good here. So, wouldn't y'all say so? I think it's cut pretty good. Sorry, y'all. I think it's cut pretty good. That's just a good Tennessee day, y'all. So, just a good day in Tennessee. Yeah, I like the grill too. Grills are the best. So yeah, so that's all I'm doing, y'all. I'm just here cleaning. Yeah, I'm cleaning for real. I'm cleaning. Yeah, dusting, mopping, Windex. I'm getting it in. So, but yeah, that's kind of what we do here. Hey, y'all remember this book? I'm gonna do one of these diets here, right here. This is Ian Smith. He used to be on Steel Harvey Show. Shred. It's an old book. We got this book back in the day, and we use this as meal prep. It's a lot of different meals because he has you like you eat 5 or 6 times a day with him. But it is a good it is a good meal plan, but you have to prep a lot of food. Here, this one's tough. It's the 100. You count only sugar calories and lose up to 18 pounds in 2 weeks. This is tough. He's saying 18 pounds in 2 weeks. I think I'm gonna put my wife on the challenge on that. Oh, thank you, reps. Backyards, yeah, yeah. We got pretty nice, large backyard. It's shaped like an upside down a slice of pizza. The back of it's big. The front, pretty decent size, but most of the room is in the back, which is like what I prefer as well. So yeah, wife and I think we're gonna do this. 18 pounds in 2 weeks. We have to cut the sugars out. So that means we got to cut out the espresso coffees out that we make every day. I probably just need to put that espresso machine up, just hide it, put those the espresso the pods. Let me show y'all these little pods. So Nespresso, Nespresso has these pods. Let me just bring over. I got my tank. Let me turn my thing. Turn to turn this on too. Hold on. So here, I had me one this morning. So the espresso has pods here, have here, and these are our little pods that we use here. Uh, what is this one? They have a golden caramel, strawberry. This is a sweet vanilla right here. And all we do is pop that there, and we put it here, tap it down, and then we tap it down. What I do is put oh, this is my cup that I use here. This is my cup I take to work with the morning here. So we put our cup here, boom, press the top button there, and boom, it comes out. I got, hey, look, I have better than Starbucks coffee here. We excuse me. And what we do, oh God, my wife, she goes out, she buys these creamers that give me just a white chocolate mocha creamer or just a regular creamer. I can show y'all better than I can tell you. She likes to buy like those. I don't want my coffee to taste like coffee cream cake. Let's see what she got in here. I do like the salted caramel. This is zero sugar salted caramel, but I'm gonna show you. This is what she was doing. If I wanted that, I would just get that to eat with my cake. So I like this one, the salted caramel right here, coffee creamer. Yep, right there. I like that one. That one's good. But this is the one I just can't get with. I just can't quite get there with this one. Coffee creamer, cinnamon coffee cake. I cannot get with it. I can't. If I wanted cinnamon coffee cake, I would just get me a cinnamon coffee cake and I drink it with my coffee. But I don't want my coffee to taste like that. What about y'all? You want your coffee to taste like that? Not me. I just can't. I couldn't do it. Let me put this back in the refrigerator. So I'm putting this back in the fridge, y'all. But I, I just couldn't do it. So I think this is the one here. Me and the wife, I think we are going to do this particular one right here. This is the one that we're going to do. And let's see here. This is the one that we're going to do here. Uh, I think it's more of you know, I remember doing this one. It's tough. It's tough, but I think I can do it for 2 weeks. That'll be good. Be right to going to my golf trip, so that would get me right into the mode. So when I do, we're going to Houston, play about 3 courses, and should be good. It was New York Times best-selling author. Oh, I don't know what the book was, but he was the best-selling author. So, but wifey and I, we're going to do this one. I think if we cut those sugars out for 2 weeks, though, that will help. I'm trying to lean out. We got a luau to go to in January, so we're leaning out, and that's what we're gonna do. So we're talking about this book. Also, what am I doing? While wifey's out of town, I'm cleaning right now. I'm taking an intermission. This is my intermission break right here. So this is my intermission. So I use this. I'm using this to mop with. So I'm mopping all the floor so it'll be smelling nice and fresh and clean. It said it kills 99% of viruses and bacteria. Uh, it's a 10-hour fragrance piece here. So that's what I'm using for my mop. I'm dusting too. So getting all the dust off. Glass cleaner. I'm cleaning all the windows and all that stuff. And we're spraying the countertops off as well. Getting these countertops clean. And, always good to have some Lysol. We disinfect, just spray it because. Yeah, And, of course, the disinfectant wipes. So, which I can use one of these on my phone right now. Because I went out yesterday, just went out yesterday. And we were outside yesterday because my son had his spring game. He plays college football. So we went to the spring game yesterday, me and my oldest. Wifey called in from Cali, had to get him on FaceTime. That's her boo. So, she had to get him in to talk to him, but all is well. And again, it's Vanderbilt Chronicles. What is this station about? Station's about a couple of it's been married. Wait, we've been married, been together 30 years. We've been married for 23 years. Coming up on 24 in September. So we're working on trying to get to 25. Who knows what we're gonna do? Like this year we're celebrating. This year towards the latter part of last year and early this year we're celebrating our 50th birthday. So I turned 50 in October 15th, and she turned 50 on January 5th. So she had a good birthday celebration, and you know, something from a birthday celebration sort of went viral. Y'all go and check it out. So, and that just kind of opened our door to YouTube. So this has been our journey since January of this year. And we just thought we'd just get on and just kind of share more of our, day-to-day things that we do or, day-to-day advice that we can offer as well. We just try to be as authentic as we can and just kind of let you into life everyday life of a couple that's been married 23 years. We got two boys. One's a freshman in college. One is a freshman in high school. They're both student athletes. One in high school plays basketball, run track. One in college, he plays college football. So again, we went up there this past Saturday to a spring game. They had a spring game, so he looked good. Looked good, proud of him, and excited about the upcoming season for him. So we are just out here, just having a good time. But we're just here talking about, hey, what are things that, these are just some things that I do. I don't say that all husbands do, but these are just some things that I do, when wife is on out of town. I don't care if she's going home for the weekend, when she's going home to visit her parents or something was going on. It was a weekend trip, or she goes on a girl's trip. I always try as a husband, try to, make the house feel like a home. And I think the best way to do that is, make sure it's a clean house, clean home when she comes back. And I just think that's some good advice, fellas. Fellas, if you're not a cleaner, say I grew up cleaning. My mama was big on cleaning, so I cook, clean. At that time, iron clothes. Oh, I iron too much now. I did all of that. So right now, so all that rubbed off on me. I also was outside, outside work as well. So that's kind of why I kind of stay in my yard. When I go in my yard, that relaxes me. When I'm cleaning, it relaxes me as well. So, just kind of give you time to think and download about what's next and what you're gonna do. But yeah, all is well here. What's going on out there in the world, man? What y'all think about China What is China talking about? China's talking about people. Well, I guess the manufacturers out there saying that all these luxury designers, um, products they've been made pretty much out there. Been made in China. What y'all think about that? I don't know. I guess I know it. What they got these places like in these bigger cities called Chinatown. You can go there and get everything you want. Said looks just like it. That explains, but they are revealing a lot of the top notch secrets out there. That's for sure. They're revealing them. Yep. But that's neither here nor there. We'll see how how all that'll work out. We shall see. We shall see. So I'm thinking we're gonna do this, y'all. I was talking about this earlier. I think this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna do this 100. It's called the 100. So you count only sugar calories. You count only sugar calories for this. So we have to go back through and let's see here what they have like Martin foods like saltine crackers and those are kind of like modern day foods that they're saying that, I guess, what was it, Oreo cookies, things that you don't want. So they got you just exercising, counting your calories. Um, for instance, like a meal, like they said, two scrambled eggs, two sausage patties, one or the other. Meal for a snack, a string cheese, that could be your snack. Now your lunch, it's an open faced turkey patty with Swiss or a ground turkey patty, 3 ounce cooked, lettuce, tomato, teaspoon of mayo. Your snacks, 11 almonds. They counted down to the number 11 almonds. Then your dinner is going to be 2 cups of baby spinach, feta cheese, 2 tablespoons combined, Parmesan cheese, caramelized onions, and red bell pepper. Hmm. Okay. Now you give your dessert. You get 4 squares of dark chocolate, 1 glass of wine, 5 ounces Cabernet Sauvignon. Hey, I don't know. It could be done. It could be done. You get a chance to eat throughout the day, but that sugar is going to be cut out. So I think we may do that. And if we do this, this will be well on our way to eating how we're supposed to be eating on a daily basis, and that will help kickstart our journey to losing the pounds that we want to lose before June comes. And y'all know how that goes. But thank y'all out there. Make sure you like and subscribe to the channel. I'll be having some things that, well, I guess our next stuff that we'll be posting is maybe from Napa, her time there. I'm sure well, I know she's been doing a lot of, uh, catching a lot of good footage there during her time there. So that's good. But we appreciate everyone. Thank you. Um, some of that, I guess he was asking, was I living by myself? Yeah, no, I don't live by myself. Wife and 2 kids, whole family up in here. Hey, well, look, y'all have a good rest of y'all day. Happy Sunday. And remember, as always, you want to live boldly, laugh often, and love loud. And always, as always, be your best self. Vanderbilt Chronicles signing off. We'll holler at y'all later. Peace.